Hi, I'm Cathie Woitena, Community Development Specialist for Associated Credit Union of Texas, as well as a board member for the Texas City Lamar Chamber of Commerce. This year, at the Business Showcase and Taste of the Town, we wanted to give an opportunity for businesses to showcase their business at its best. And we knew some businesses may be apprehensive or maybe haven't been successful in the past or just need some refreshers. So with that, we wanted to showcase different ways that you can set up and help your business really grow with this opportunity. This first setup is probably my favorite setup that I do, and it's really one whenever I want to showcase all aspects of ACU of Texas. So what I'm looking for you to get out of this is to show how you can, in a warm and inviting way, welcome people in and not necessarily show just products, but really show what they can get as an end result. So this is our home setup. And usually whenever I have this at a business event, I have all parts of ACU participating. So I'll have our insurance services, our real estate, our mortgage, as well as our everyday financial services as part of it. And that really helps people kind of know we are trying to welcome you home because we can do that for you. We can insure your home, we can get you a mortgage, we can list your home, we can help you with your everyday budget so that you can afford your home. We can give you savings accounts, checking accounts. Those things are important for us to show. So when you're looking at setting up your booth, maybe think outside of the box and really show how you can show your end result and less about the product and just your name. This is really all encompassing. It does take a little more effort and sometimes a little more expense. So we have one pop-up banner, and then we also have some of our giveaways over here. We have a register to win, but it's electronic, so this is less of the feature, and we're really trying to draw people in with this setup over here. So really just kind of subliminally attracting people to your booth to say, what's that? Why do they have a fireplace in their booth? Those are the things that you're looking for in this setup. For this second setup, this is one that really took a few times of doing different trade shows and business expos to invest in because it did cost a little bit more and it was very specific to certain events. So a big banner like this behind me is a great investment because you can see it across the room. It's really eye-catching. Someone who maybe isn't even near your booth can see that orange t-shirt at the top, so you want to make sure it's eye-catching the entire way through. I really like the idea of opening up your space and not inviting people in still and not necessarily having you behind a table. It makes it to where people want to come to you. With the banner, because it's a more costly investment, you can only typically use a banner like this indoors. So you really want to see that anything you purchase that you're utilizing. So you don't want to spend a bunch of money on a one-time event. So everything I use, I like to repurpose for other things. Even in the last setup that you saw, a lot of those items are used for my typical Santa event. So everything we do, we want to make sure that we have another purpose for it. Don't only use it for one event. So if you're doing a lot of trade shows, an investment like this is great. With the table that I utilize, I have a nice fitted tablecloth. If you are able to purchase multiple tablecloths, this is the setup I recommend because it fits nicely. It can transfer over to your outdoor events because it won't fly in the wind. But you need to be able to purchase multiple, and I'll tell you why when we get to our next setup. Our giveaways, simple, clean, and they also fit with the theme. So we were really looking to feature our digital services. It's something that's kind of timeless right now. We know we're gonna use it for a lot of years, and our giveaways match this. So this is a phone holder. So being that we are asking people to use their phone more for their services, I'm gonna give them a tool to be able to do that with. Our giveaways digital, utilizing the items on your table to hide things like extras. It keeps your table clean because that is the incorporated look that I'm going for. So I am going for digital services and simplicity. So that's what I want my table to look like as well. With this last one, it's perfect for the starter exhibitor. And the reason being is that it has a wide variety of giveaways that allow you to take maybe leftovers from an event that you did or from a donation that you gave and utilize them in one space, so you don't have to have a bunch of one item in this specific category. All of the items in these tables are well under $1 except for my lunch bags. And by utilizing something like a spinning wheel, it makes it a fun way for people not to want to grab everything off the table, because you're easily saying, hey, we have a game to play to help you be able to give away an item, and then people are less likely to say, can I have one of everything on the table? These items are very good and unique items. For instance, the Post-it notes. The Post-it notes cost about 20 cents, but by customizing it, making it a calendar, it really makes something unique that people want to use, and that not every other exhibitor on your row is going to have. So it gives you a way for people to see your logo often. Something like this, the sign that I have is a easel that I found on clearance at Hobby Lobby. It's a very clean easel. It can be utilized as a full stand-up or on a tabletop like I have it today. And this corrugated plastic board is only about $20 and can be customized at any print shop. So that's another great opportunity to be able to have a sign without spending or investing money in large pop-up signs like we had in the other two displays. Even though I was able to put a logoed tablecloth, what you will notice is this is not a fitted one, and it's very long. This table is very big, right? So when you get to an event, if you're just starting out, you don't necessarily know if your events are going to be 6-foot tables or 8-foot tables. If those are the cases, I recommend that if you can only afford one logoed tablecloth, that you get a 8-foot unfitted tablecloth, because you'll notice that my actual logo is only about 6 feet across. So I can still showcase this logo and hide the extra on a 6-foot table if I needed to, and that way I don't always have to have extra tablecloths like I mentioned before. Get the fitted exact size ones if you can afford multiple tablecloths. So this is a great way. I have paper entry forms. You can have these made, or you can even just have paper out. Know that the way I displayed my pins is different, so I put a lot of pins out and I put them in a bucket. Know that that's going to invite people to take the pin. So whenever you're doing that, it kind of helps let people know what your purpose is. If I only put 5 pins out, people are less likely to take one of those pins. And a few last minute tips that I want to tell you is, whenever you do get the register to win and you have a great conversation with people, I want you to capitalize on those leads. So you want to make sure that you're getting something out of it, right? You want to get something out of this event. When they walk away, I like to label mine with a 1, 2, or 3. A 1 means, hey, they came up here, they saw a giveaway they liked, maybe I talked to them and they felt awkward just walking away. Whatever the case is, 1 isn't necessarily interested. Maybe you're going to send them a generic email, but you're not going to bombard them with a bunch of information or try to call and talk to them because they aren't necessarily interested. They still get part of the giveaway and they'll get a phone call if they win, but they won't necessarily get my follow-up calls and my time that is precious to me. A 2 means that they engaged in conversation, but maybe they're not necessarily ready right now to invest in your business. So what you want to do with those is you want to kind of put them in your CRM, your customer relations manager, and you want to schedule out when you're going to recontact them. So they get that first generic email, and maybe in 2 months, that's somebody that you go back to and say, hey, I met you at this event. It was great. I wanted to see if you were ready. A 3, those are highly engaged people. Those are people who told me, man, I was just looking at a house last week and I'm really looking for a mortgage. Those are the ones that told me I'm really looking to open up those accounts for my business, for my family. That's a great opportunity to capitalize on those. Is those 3s, they're getting the generic email, but they're also immediately getting a follow-up phone call for me so I can make new notes on them. I hope these tips helped you, and I look forward to seeing you on May 19th at the Business Showcase and Taste of the Town.